college golf fans, and welcome to a Golfweek.com Take 5. I'm Lance Ringler here at Spirit Hollow Golf Course in Burlington, Iowa for the Golfweek Conference Challenge. And something that you need to know about Spirit Hollow is the popcorn here. And joining me right now is Sean Martin, Golfweek's senior popcorn analyst. And Sean, you really like this popcorn, don't you? Sean, tell everyone just how good is the popcorn here at Spirit Hollow.
It's about as good as the Missouri Tigers and Jace Long. Let me throw some numbers at you. Missouri's been under par every round this year. They've led every round they've played. That's 5 rounds now. They've got the lead through 2 rounds here. They're 4 under par, 3 shots ahead of Wake Forest, who's at 1 under after shooting 7 under today. Jace Long, Missouri's #1 player, in the 60s every round this year. He's 22 under for 5 rounds. He's got the lead here. Individual, trying to win his second straight individual title, and then he drives straight from here to Q School, so he's in good form before taking on that challenge.
And overall, if you look at the leaderboard right now after day 2, we have 6 teams within 11 shots, and Missouri obviously is a good team with the lead, but this tournament's far from over. A lot can happen tomorrow on this golf course.
Yeah, and I think Wake Forest is really looking to try to win this title. They were winless last year, 60th in the Golfweek Faggot rankings. Kind of surprising for a team with a history of Wake Forest, and they ended a streak of several years of winning a title, and they're trying to get back into that winner circle again and show a little of that Wake Forest pride.
Well, Wake Forest had the second best round of the day. University of Central Arkansas, which won the Golf Week Program Challenge last week in Myrtle Beach, shot 8 under and crept up the leaderboard. So you just never know. If a team can go out and shoot 8, 10 under tomorrow with a little bit cooler weather tomorrow, this could get real interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be a grind, though. It's cooler weather. It's going to be cold weather. Low is 39 tomorrow. You're going to have to grind it out. It's going to be a lot of, grinding for pars, trying to get up and down, save par. It's not going to be low scores tomorrow. It's going to be a tough, mentally trying day for the guys.
Well, Sean, we had a chance to talk with Wake Forest head coach Jerry Haas about his team's performance today.
It's a really good test of golf. It's got a great mix of holes, tough greens, very speedy. And the first kind of 11 holes, you can kind of get it going. And after that, it's a tough finish. And we didn't. We played maybe holes 13 and 14, several over par yesterday. And today we struggled on those a little bit, but we had an eagle on the last hole. Davis Womble chipped in, and we had 2 other birdies. So we played well down the last 3 holes, and I really stress that. No matter how you're playing, if you play the last few holes well as a team, it really makes a huge difference in the standings.
Moving right along, Sean, we've talked about the team race, but let's take a look at the individual leaderboard. And you already mentioned Jace Long. We know what this kid can do. One of the best players in college golf, often doesn't get the recognition he deserves. Won 8 times, I believe, in his career. He's controlling this golf course and out in front, and looks like the guy to beat.
Yeah, he's got some close pursuers, though. Tulsa's Chris Worrell shot a tournament low 67 today to get 1 shot back. And then local favorite Stephen Ime of Iowa, trying to get some Hawkeyes in the winner circle in their home state. He's 2 shots back to start the final round.
Yeah, 5 under. Pep Angels from Central Arkansas tied him for the lowest round of the day. 67 is about as low as we can see out on this golf course. So, it doesn't look like somebody can come from real far back to win this tournament.
Yeah, Lance, there's a few birdie holes out here. The par 5s are birdieable. The early holes, 1 through 4, definitely you got to get off to a good start there. But after that, especially on the back 9, it's just about hanging on. Most of the toughest holes in this course are on the back 9, a big disparity between the front and back, and it's going to be tough, especially with the pressure of trying to win a title. That it's definitely going to be a tough test down the stretch.
Yeah, and that's kind of the theme here this week so far. Coaches talk about players. If you're going to get some red numbers on your scorecard, you got to do it early, because at the end of the round, it's just difficult, and this golf course is a good test. Sean, we've seen in the last few years a big fashion statement in the world of golf, and now college golf. I mean, it's become a big thing to see what kind of outfits. Florida Gulf Coast this week, they're actually tweeting to their fans in the athletic department what outfit to wear tomorrow. They got some pretty good clothes, but we saw a pretty good fashion statement today from a team in this field.
Yeah, Ball State, Muncie, Indiana, they like to play the Golf Week Conference Challenge. They beat Georgia Tech here last year. They're hanging around with Wake Forest this time. Wore some red pants today. And they're bright red. This is Sunday red, Tiger Woods red. As their coach said, it makes them easily identifiable, makes his job easier. I mean, you could see them from across the golf course, and they're black and red.
Yeah, and the thing is you're right. They're red pants, and we've seen red pants, but these things have a glow to them, don't they? And I guess maybe the camera doesn't do it justice, but they have a real glow to these pants. And like you said, by far the best-looking team today that we saw here at the Golf Week Conference Challenge.
Definitely making a statement, also a fashion statement as well.
Our final take of the day, something I'm going to call Shawns Fun Story of the day. Sean, you got a fun story for us, don't you?
Yeah, you know, San Jose State coach John Kennedy got a little surprise this week. His parents drove from Asheville, North Carolina. Took him 2 days of driving basically to get out here and surprise their son. It's actually his mom, Josepha's 77th birthday today. The Spartans played pretty good, shot 290, but you know, it's actually not the farthest they've driven. His parents came out from North Carolina last year, drove to New Mexico to see the team there, and then actually, and that one was a surprise, they planned a trip and came out to the Western Intercollegiate over in Pasatiempo in Santa Cruz, and drove out there, played in the fundraiser. That's a cross-country trip for them, so a lot of driving.
So what you're telling me is the drive from North Carolina to Iowa was actually a short trip.
For them, it is. You know, and I asked why they do it. They said, well, we're retired. We got the time. So
right.
Might as well.
Great story. It was great. We actually were in the clubhouse when his parents walked in. Great to see John see his parents for the first time, and I don't know how long, but a great story. So, Sean, I know you got a lot more popcorn to eat, and we're about done here today, and we'll see you right here tomorrow on Golfweek.com.